What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Off the Gridiron, your Apollo HOU Houston Texans podcast. My name is Noah Outlaw. I'm one of your hosts, as always. And as always, I'm here with Garret Harrelson. What's up, brother?
What's going on, my man? How are you feeling today?
Dude, I feel good. I like your little finger guns.
I'm chilled. I'm just a chill guy.
You're just cool as hell. Yeah,
you're just a chill guy. And I'm
talking about football. Yeah,
talking ball with my boy.
Yeah,
and hey, I'm talking about maybe a get back game. That's what I'm excited about. It's get back Thursday. It's get back Thursday. Day of recording Thursday, November whatever. I'm feeling like I'm back. You're feeling like you're back. We had a good win against the Cowboys. Go look at our dissection of that, our live show on Monday on our channel. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'm feeling phenomenal. Good. And it's obviously after a dominant win, it feels good to kind of maybe feel like, all right, maybe, it wasn't perfect either. There's a lot of things left on the field in that game. So, but that's a good step. And now we're going into week 12, I believe, against a AFC South rival. I mean, one of the biggest rivals the Texans have. And one of the best feelings about a rivalry is whenever you're so much fucking better than that team.
Yeah. There is it just like we kind of felt it going into the Cowboys game. They're not a divisional rival, obviously, but we knew where the standings were so much better than them, and we still felt kind of nervous because of how we were playing in previous weeks.
Yeah.
Dominated. We looked like we were prepared for it. Now going into this week, the Tennessee Titans, whom I despise, I don't like the Titans.
Yeah.
We're so much better than them right now. And we're playing a nooner, back to the basics, playing a nooner at home on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's got to get you jacked up, man.
Right.
That's going to be a shot in the arm. Absolutely. Just knowing that we're going to be able to win this game.
Yeah, and knowing we're going to be able to win this game, it should win this game by over 30 points. Truly, like we really should, because the Titans, in all regards, are maybe the worst team in the league. Maybe they're definitely one of the three worst teams in the NFL.
They're in the running for number one overall.
Yeah,
they're in the running for maybe a top 5 pick. So
I'd say currently the Cowboys are a bottom 3 team. The Titans are a bottom 3 team, and maybe who else? Maybe the
there's a lot of bad football teams.
There really are.
Have you looked at the draft order right now?
Yeah,
it's just like a bunch of like 2-9 teams and 3-8 teams, just like right there. There's a bunch of bad teams, dude.
Yeah, there's even a lot of good teams who don't even seem like halfway through the season. We're like, are they even good? Yeah, and now they're starting to separate themselves from the pack a little bit. Like the Steelers were kind of like that. It was like they're winning games, but especially when Justin was starting, it was like, are they good though, or is it just they're getting lucky?
I mean, do you remember when
like that? Weirdly,
yeah, the Eagles kind of as well. Yeah. The Eagles were at one point we're like, is Nick Sirianni going to get fired? Yeah. Is he okay? Mm-hmm. And now they're 9-2, and it's like, or 8-2, 9-2, whatever they are. And it's like, oh, okay, they're kind of separating themselves a little bit. The Texans haven't really yet. They haven't done that yet. They're kind of it sucks that we're in the same tier as in like the Cardinals and the Chargers of like they have a winning record, but can they go to the playoffs and actually make some noise? We're not going to talk about playoffs yet. It's way too early. It's only November. It's November 20 something. We're not going to talk about the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is usually around the time a wise man once told me, you know exactly what football team you have around Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Next week is Thanksgiving, and we're going to try to find out what kind of team we have. Like, now is the time. Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're going to find out, dude. It's time to find out what the Texans are.
Yeah. Well, the Texans are in an interesting position right now because we just kicked the shit out of a bad team, and that started this stretch of bad teams that we're playing against. And the next bad team on the docket is the Tennessee Titans. And we already have a chokehold on the AFC South. The Colts are making it a tad interesting, but we've beaten them already twice. So we're not worried about that at all. And the Titans are obviously no threat to us in the AFC South, but we just really need to get this win just to keep that dominance alive. Because, look, at the end of the day, we're going to make the playoffs. The AFC South is most likely ours unless something tragic happens. And so we just got to continue this dominance and really show the league, because the Texans have fallen out of good graces with a lot of people If you look at an average NFL power rankings right now, if you go back to week 3 or 4, really week 3 was our peak. When we started out, obviously 2-0. People had us at second or third in their power rankings. You go look at it now, we're around 12, 12, 13. And it's because of the offensive struggles. People understand how incredible the Texans defense is, but not being able to get a lot done on offense has really kind of brought us away from the spotlight of these contenders. People don't see the Texans as true contenders anymore.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but your CJ Stroud jersey behind you looks like a man is standing back there. That looks fucking scary, dude. I keep looking at that thinking like that's you standing over there with your sleeves down. Looks like someone's doing a Blair Witch in the corner over there in a CJ Stroud jersey.
Yeah, I didn't. I just put it up there with the hoodie, because I rocked the hoodie under the jersey.
Yeah,
I just threw it on. I was in a rush we were about to record, and I just threw it up there. But I do see what you mean. That does look like a man.
That does look like a human man is standing over there. But
yes,
no. Time to set ourselves apart from the other winning teams. It's time to declare like our status as a hey, we can compete. As a team, like hey, we can make some noise. We can get in the playoffs and we can do something. But and now is the time to do it. I really don't foresee us losing any divisional game this year. I mean,
no.
Sweeping your division is just hey, you're going to the playoffs, but in our division, it doesn't say much.
It doesn't. Really. I mean, we're at all. The Titans are currently what are they? They're 2-8, and that's obviously who we have this week. And if we look into next week, we play the Jaguars, who are 2-9. So we really awful teams. The Colts are the only other team that are worth any type of damn, and they've had their ups and downs with Anthony Richardson.
And we're done with them. We're done with them.
No worrying about them. We've already
them.
beat their ass twice. So no, not worried about them at all. But yes, sweeping your division is still, no matter what, that's still big time. If you sweep your entire division, that's a great sign for you as a team. And obviously it makes the road to the playoffs incredibly easy. So really theoretically, the season doesn't even start till we get to the playoffs, kind of. But we still got to take care of business this week. We can't let our players. I don't want our players to be like, oh, we got the Titans. Don't worry, we'll figure it out, because that's how you get into a trap game, and that is how you lose to the fucking Titans. If
somehow this is a trap game and Will Levis comes in our stadium and beats us, I will eat. I'm gonna be careful here. I will eat a bowl of bugs, like Lion King, right here.
Oh, fucking Pumbaa.
Yeah, like Pumbaa. Dude,
from in that movie, it looked pretty good.
It did, so that's why I'm saying that. So at least maybe I can enjoy the consistency.
Are we gonna, producer Josh? I need you to write that down. I need you to clip. Wait, well, I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'm not gonna eat bugs if they win. That would be.
You said it, dude.
Can you imagine if Will Levis beat us and I had to eat bugs? No, I know I said it, but I'm not gonna uphold my word. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do that. I'm already folding. Let's do this right now. What will you do?
I don't want to do anything. I just want to. Can I opt out of everything and
you brought this shit up, dude.
Yeah, I was using it as a fucking point, saying like it would be stupid if Will Levis came in our stadium. Point being, he shouldn't win. They should not win.
Yeah.
So if our players need to just prepare, they go into this game like it's everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not be like, oh, just scrape by, win 17-6. Like, no, I'm ready for it. We were just saying this right before we started recording. We need a CJ game. Yeah. We need a CJ game. The run defense is good. They have two monsters up front stopping the run. We need a CJ game. This is it. CJ. I criticized you. We both criticized you last episode. Yeah. You go into this game and dominate 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. I'm done. You're good. You're back. We just need that.
People were unhappy with us about doing that.
I don't understand, man. Like, you can criticize your starting quarterback. You can do that.
Yeah, I get being defensive about it, and like I don't like sitting here saying CJ Stroud's been bad, or because he hasn't been bad. He's been not what he should be.
He's been mid.
Mid is great. Mid bad. He hasn't been bad. He's been mid, and you can say that now. And it hurts me to say that. I don't want people to think I'm excited or I'm making a point, and I'm no, like it sucks. But you're right. Tennessee's defensive line is the only good part of their team. They're number one in the league at stopping the run. They're great up front. They got T'Vondre Sweat. They got Jefferson. Like, they got guys up there. And so, look, and we all know what Joe Mixon's done this year. We all know how good Joe Mixon's been. So that could be a moot point. Joe Mixon could come in and have his usual 100 plus rushing yards and an automatic at least one touchdown. Like that, I could easily see that happen. But if we get to Sunday and the run game's not working and we're 2 or 3 drives in, switch it up. Yeah. And it's CJ time because we got Nico back, we got Tank back, we got Schultz, we got fucking Stover. We have Mechie who's been playing well. Let's get it done through the air. And
if my source is correct in my ear, I don't know. I looked it up on Twitter. L'Jarius Sneed is I think he's projected to be out this Sunday.
Yeah.
So their number one corner, who isn't even very good, is out on Sunday. Yeah. Throw the gosh darn ball all over the field. You know, let's. I liked how CJ. If he did one thing really, really well the other night was spreading the ball around a lot, but in a way that it wasn't like forcing it. He just kind of like kept finding guys all over the field, mix it in Dalton Schultz a little bit, mix it in John Mechie a little bit, Nico, Tank, he mixed it up very well. And if he could just do that going forward, takes the pressure off of you, takes the pressure off of him a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's not forcing the ball anywhere. Guys are getting in grooves, finding good routes, soft spots in the defense. Like, he just needs to continue doing that. Don't force it. Take the pressure off yourself. I feel like CJ now at this point is just pressuring himself a little bit. You know, let's slow it down. We got the Titans, baby. Slow it down. Let's slow it way down. Mm-hmm. So I mean, let's build off of that, what he did on Monday night.
Especially if Sneed is out this game, there is genuinely no reason that Nico shouldn't be going for 100+ yards. That Tank shouldn't be going for at least 60 or 70. There is no reason Schultz can't get his usual 30 to 40. There's just no reason. Exactly. It's, you know, and that sucks to say, but that if Schultz gets about 40 yards, I go, that was a good day for Schultz, which is a bummer. But
I think there was one game he had like, I think I forgot who it was against, but he had like 60 something yards, and we were like,
"Oh shit, is he back?" Yeah. I still have faith in Dalton. I think it's not cool to point to him struggling when literally every single person on the offense is struggling as well.
I listen. Everyone deserves a finger.
Yeah,
being pointed at them.
Absolutely,
everyone deserves one. It's a team thing, but I am also pretty hard on Dalton because after Micah Parsons talked about this, and I know Micah, fuck Micah Parsons, whatever, I don't care. Mm-hmm. But Dalton Schultz posted a video on his Twitter, I don't know if you saw this, of him trolling the Cowboys.
Yeah, I saw it.
Best team in Texas. He was the coffee thing. I'm like, bro, you got paid, you got a bag, and you're not doing anything. And you talk on Twitter all the time. And Micah Parsons, who doesn't do anything, and now he's on a podcast talking all the time. Yeah. But he pointed this out, and I'm like, man, you just look like a clown, man. If he could just log out a little bit, I feel like that social media thing, that's becoming a big deal on our team, you know? Because then, like, when Laramie Tunsil struggles, we all go, you fucking posted a fucking fit pic, though. Remember that? Yeah. On Twitter? So that's just why I'm, like, always so mad at Dalton. I still have faith in him. I've seen him do really good things, but I think it's just a mental thing for him.
Well, everyone on the team was clowning the Cowboys on social.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's, if Joe Mixon wanted to
we beat them 34-10. I get they're not a good team, but we beat them 34-10.
Dalton clowns a lot.
He does. He has Dalton does have a social media team.
He and Josh is just sitting here saying like he doesn't have a single touchdown this year. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, come on, what are we doing? You got $36 million. You don't have a touchdown? What? Cade Stover doesn't have a touchdown. Like, come on. It's just no touchdown to tight ends all year long. All year long, we don't have a single.
I'm looking at this is kind of off the point because this conversation, and we will talk more about the Titans game, but this conversation got me to go look at the receiving stats from last week's game. You mentioned this minute ago, CJ was spreading the ball around pretty consistently and evenly. Nico Collins had 4 receptions for 54 yards. Tank Dell had 4 receptions for 54 yards. Joe Mixon had 2 receptions for 44. John Mechie had 3 receptions for 33. Dalton had 3 for 33. Like it was kind of eerily even.
That's what, yeah. I was looking at it, I think last night, and I was like, man, he spread the ball. I mean, during the game, I saw it, but I didn't really know. I couldn't put numbers to film or whatever. Last night, I was looking at the numbers, and I'm like, he just spread the ball around really well, efficiently.
2 receptions for 15. Robert Woods 2 receptions for 13. Like everyone is just kind of was doing their thing. That's interesting. But I get it. And the Schultz stuff is and hopefully he can if he's going to get a touchdown, maybe this is the game for it. But there's just no reason all that to just get to this point of there's no reason for the Texans to have any struggles through the air. There's just not. They have a shitty secondary, and especially with Snead out, there's just no reason. There's no reason.
It should be an easy game for CJ. If it's not, I'm going to get on this podcast and criticize him even more.
Yeah.
You can't at home struggle against the Titans, because at home, if you struggle against the Ravens, they'll kick your ass. At home, you struggle against even the Dolphins, they'll kick your ass. So this is your get back game. This is get back Thursday.
Yeah.
And I expect him to have a good game. I expect him to have a great game. CJ Stroud, that is.
Yeah, me too. I do too. And, if we flip to the defensive side of the ball, look, I mean, obviously we know how just incredibly dominant this Texans defense is. I think it's fair to say we're top 3 and not 3. I mean, I really think we have a top 1 or 2 defense in the league whenever we're fully healthy.
Yeah, I think when it comes, definitely, especially when it comes to playmaking on the defensive side of the ball, they make plays for sure. I mean, fucking guys had 5 picks against the Detroit Lions, the number 1 team in the
offense. NFL. The best offense in football.
5 interceptions. Like that's not just like they're fucking, they're solid. Like, no, that's eye-popping numbers for a defense to have,
and we should have had, and mind you, against the Cowboys, we probably should have had 4.
Oh, there was a lot of
dropped so many interceptions that game.
Yeah. And then we caused that fumble that Derek Barnett returned for a touchdown.
Yeah.
They're playmakers, and that's why they're at home, at least, they're going to keep us in every game. And defense, I have no issues about, especially against, hey, Will Levis better say a few prayers for this game. You better say a few prayers, because he might get hurt again against us.
He might get hurt, and then you want to talk about interceptions. I mean, Will Levis. If I was a sports book and I was creating the line for interceptions for Will Levis, I don't think it's crazy to put it at 2.5. I really don't.
I think like Stingley gets one. If Kamari's playing, which it looks like he's practicing, it looks like he's going to play.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to do.
They're going to have to try to run the ball as best they can with Tony Pollard. But then you have Tim Settle and Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. coming back.
Danico Autry up there.
Danico Autry. Like, you can't. Tony Pollard is, trust me, he's on my fantasy team. He isn't. Yeah. He's not that guy. He's just not. No. And I just don't know what their offense is going to be able to do. They might punt every fucking drive.
And that's why, like, if this is a close game, fuck off, guys. Fuck off big time. It shouldn't be a close game. They shouldn't score a touchdown.
Yeah.
They should not score a touchdown unless we're up by like 30 or something. And then they score one at the end of the game when we have backups in like a garbage time with Mason Rudolph or something. There's no reason they should be able to score. There's no reason they should be able to even push the ball into field goal territory or even like in the red zone. There's no reason for that.
And another thing to add to that point is something that maybe isn't as noticeable, especially because it's a bad team, like who's watching the Titans and who's really paying attention to them. Their offensive line is statistically the worst in the NFL. So Are you kidding?
Hey, I can't wait for the open buffet on Sunday, buddy.
Me neither.
I used to when I was a kid, and I used to go to church, and then afterwards we go to King's Buffet.
Oh, love that place, dude.
King's Buffet, yeah.
Oh God,
that's how it's gonna be, man. Open buffet, whatever you can eat, go eat, boys.
You just unlocked some deep Houston suburb memory.
I want some King's Buffet right now.
I would tear it apart right now. God,
Ooh, chicken on a stick.
Oh, come on, dude. They just had the sushi rolls out. Oh,
yeah.
Good God. Yeah, no, that's how the Texans should be feeling. They should feel like they just got out of church. They just got fucking baptized and they're going to King Buffet.
Absolutely. Built up a hunger sitting there in boring ass church. Yeah. And you're just like, I wonder what I'm going to get. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to tackle the chicken on a stick first, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It should be all you can eat buffet for the Texans this Sunday at noon, because the Titans they're terrible, man. They might be number one, man. They might be number one overall. I mean, like that. Let's start getting into score predictions, because there's not really much else to like say. Like I don't have X factors. CJ Stroud is my
everyone should be an X factor.
Hey, do you remember when people started clowning on me for me saying CJ Stroud was an X factor?
Yeah.
Like now
he needs to be the X factor.
He needs to just throw 4 touchdowns, and like we need to get back. The Texans need to be back. 8-4 sounds really good.
Oh, 8-4 heading into the 2-9 Jacksonville game.
Yeah. That sounds really awesome. That sounds badass as fuck.
Yeah.
So like, let's get into score predictions. I got one. Well, I'll just say CJ Stroud, book it. He's going over 300. He's gonna have fun out there. It's time for CJ to have fun. He's gonna have 4 touchdowns. Let's just say it. Let's put it all out there. Yeah. And I think the Texans are going to win.
You said 4 touchdowns?
I said 4 touchdowns.
300 yards, 4 touchdowns.
I think we're going to win 34-13.
Okay.
I think we win by 21 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
We cover big time.
Let me see what the spread is.
It's got to be 8. It's got to be 8.
7.5. Yeah, 7.5.
Okay.
I mean, the Texans are smothering that. They're not. It's not even going to be close. I think final score.
All right. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
I want to get a little crazy.
Why? Every time you say something, I don't know. Before you say anything, I just want to let you know that every time you predict a blowout, it's far from that.
That's not true. I predicted a blowout against the Cowboys.
Okay, but that.
Dude, you know what my fucking score prediction was? 42-9. All right. I mean, we were 1 touchdown away from that.
Okay.
And
all right.
If Turpin didn't get that 1 touchdown, I was close.
Go off, man. Exactly. Go stupid. Go crazy.
So I'm saying the final fucking score, excuse you, is going to be 49-10.
Why not go 50? Huh?
Because
you don't want a 50 burger?
The math. Come on. I would love a 50 burger, but you get to 49 through touchdowns.
7 touchdowns. No field goals? You are predicting no field goals for this team, for the Texans. Is that what you're saying to me right now? I think we get a few field goals in there.
Okay. I'll do 47.
Okay.
That's 2 field goals, and that's 6 touchdowns?
Oh man. You know what? Let's just move on.
I think it's going to be something. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if we dropped 50. I just wouldn't.
I was just saying,
I think we can treat. You know what the fucking the Lions did to the Jags last week? I think it's gonna be something similar.
That'd be nice. That would be fantastic. Mm-hmm. That would just be like the most get back game possible. And then after that, everyone would be like, "Oh shit, the Texans are warming up around Thanksgiving."
Yeah.
And then we're becoming the team that we should be. Fuck.
Yeah. I'm gonna say all right, but final 47-10.
Okay, I need that. I need blowouts, man. I need CJ to have 4 touchdowns. I need
blowouts. We blew out the Cowboys. I need a blowout against the Titans. I need a blowout against the Jags going into the bye.
Last thing I need is like it being 13-13 going in the fourth quarter or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that. That's just ultimate. That's ultimate crash out territory.
Yeah.
I get on this podcast and even if we won off a field goal, I'll get on this field goal and fucking crash out, or I'll get on this podcast and crash out, dude.
Yeah. No, let me just tell the audience. I mean, if we lose to the Titans, if we even feel up to doing a goddamn episode, like it's gonna be a rough one. Like if you're gonna get in here and try to defend CJ or anything like that, which I hate to sound like this. I hate to sound like this because I love CJ Stroud. He's my favorite. He's like one of my favorite human beings in the world. But if you aren't ready for that conversation, don't watch because it's going to be bad.
Yeah, we're going to have a serious like we'll make the whole room black with like one spotlight on me.
Yeah.
And I will have a serious goddamn dialogue about hey, our quarterback is the problem right now.
Yeah. No, I'm going to put like a black suit on, black tie.
Yeah, we'll dress up. We'll dress up because like it's gonna be serious. It's gonna be like
because we're gonna be going. We'll be attending the funeral of the Houston Texans 2024. I mean, really, if we lose to the Titans, and we might. Obviously, we're still gonna make the playoffs, but if we lose to the Titans in late November,
hey, cancel your plane ticket to New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cancel your hotel.
Your plane ticket to the first Texans playoff game because it's gonna be a blowout.
Yeah.
Texans are going to get cooked if we lose to the Titans this week.
That first ESPN wildcard game that we're going to ultimately get, it's going to be a fucking blowout at home. Mm-hmm. Like Ravens will come in, beat us by 2 touchdowns. So all right. But
that's not going to happen because the Texans are going.
I'm in my own head. I'm in my own head now. I'm in my own head now. Okay. Hey, you know what I want right now?
What do you want?
I want Big City Wings. Houston's wing joint. Apollo's wing joint. I'm so hungry. Big City Wings is delicious. They have cold beer. They have great service. It's the best ball watching environment in Houston. So you need to go to Big City Wings when you're watching the Texans and just hope for the best. Yeah. Expect a win. Expect a big win at Big City Wings.
Big win. Big City Wings is the only thing in the world I want more than King Buffet. That's it. King Buffet is a second to Big City Wings right now.
It's not. It's like Big City Wings, King's Buffet.
Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah, it's one of those big mugs of whatever beer you desire. Yeah, just all big the Miller, apps.
Big Miller Lite. God. So if that sounds wonderful to you, and if it doesn't, narc, like go straight to Big City Wings.
If that don't sound good to you, you can click off right now.
Because like, why are you watching them?
Yeah, no. I don't want to hang with you if that doesn't sound good.
Thank you, and shout out to Big City Wings for powering.
And also, I'm sorry if you're under the age of 21 and you can't drink. That's okay. But if you're a grown ass man or woman and that don't sound good to you, get out of town. All right,
click off.
Yeah, unsubscribe. Just kidding. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Lets us know that you like what we're doing. It means a whole lot to us. Follow us on Twitter at Apollo HOU and Apollo Texans to keep up with everything. Texans, of course, and also Houston sports as a whole, also on Instagram and everything else. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Back in my bag. We'll see you later.
Go Texans. Watch Texans. Mixtro Mixon in the receiving game a little bit. See ya.